Hi, it's Anna here today. I am going to create a layout for Studio Tekturek today using some of their strawberry shake summer collection papers, which I will be sharing with you later, and gel plate, Gelli Arts round gel plate with distress inks to create a fun background pattern to start with. So let's start with that. So I've picked two colors that work really nice together. This one is Wild Honey and Spun Sugar, and the other tones that I'm going to use together are Squeezed Lemonade and Victorian Velvet. And I am going to, let's place that over there, so because I'm going to be working with water. So first I'm going to add a little bit spun sugar onto the gel plate, and then just slight color onto the edges with the orange tone on top of the other one, just to create a shadow, and then spritz it with water, and then go over to my background paper and place it there to create a fun pattern. So that's the first one. And I'm just going to keep on doing that, and I'm going to swap the colors always in between. So first I'm going to do the pink with orange, and then next I'm going to do the yellow with the other tone of orange and pink. So to get a little bit, I'm using the similar colors like the collection has them, and just to create a fun, colorful background detail. So I'm trying to match 3 circles always in a row, and I let that spread and do its own thing when it's on the paper to create fun details. And I could even use this for a second print, like for a later purpose, or to do a lighter print. You can do it 2 times, like here I tested that first with really dark orange, and this is the second generation print, so works really fine. And I'm just going to continue doing this for this white watercolor paper. I'm using a little bit thicker watercolor paper for this purpose because I'm working with wet media, so that I can create this fun background detail. So when I've done all these prints, now you get the idea of what I'm doing, and I'm going to fill this page with these circles, and then when I'm done I'm going to show you the end result when it's dry. Okay, so I'm done creating this fun circular background with just 4 colors. In combination I had Victorian Velvet and Squeezed Lemonade on these yellow ones. So I always started with the lighter color and then just added the dark color to the around the edges, here and there, not really a particular sheen there. And then for the second color I used Spun Sugar, which is this really nice light pink tone, and then Wild Honey, just to add a little bit contrast. This one is by Gelli Arts, and this is a circular gel plate. And what I basically did is just I added the ink onto the gel plate, then spritzed it with water sprayer, and then just pressed it onto the paper. And you can also create a second generation print with this residue ink that's left on the gel circular piece after you've pressed it once onto the watercolor paper. And this is what the difference is. So the first one is really dark and really strong in color, and the second one is much lighter. So if you want to go for a lighter effect, take a second piece of paper, use that for the first print, and then go with the second print onto your background to create a lighter print of the distress ink. And what I'm now going to do is I'm just going to let this dry. I've got these splotches here that are really wet, and I really like how it creates this random pattern, so I'm going to leave it to air dry. I'm not going to use anything to dry it up. because then the patterns are really natural because they dried on their own. And then I'm going to start creating a layout from there. So see you soon. So for my next step, I've picked out the paper that I'm going to use as the background. And that's the paper with all these little tags on it. And also this nice pink strawberry background. And it fits the colors of the circles here. So that's why I picked this particular color. And the paper that I'm using is from Strawberry Shake, paper number 11. So you can see the number here. So on the back side it looks like this. And that is the other side that I'm going to use with this layout, just because it matches the colors so well. And then I have picked some stamps from my older stash. These are actually by Vikinanka, a company that I don't know if they still exist. I think they have been sold to a new owner, if I remember correctly. And I'm just going to add some light stamping with Hero Arts shadow ink. And this is wet cement in tone, and it's a really light grey. And it's first darker when you stamp it, and when it dries out it lightens up really a lot. And I'm just going to add some details onto these circles with these stamps as my next step. And these are the photos that I picked. That is a picture of me from a few days back when I turned 50, and that one is from me as a child. And this is basically a back then and now kind of layout that's coming together here. And I'm planning on using these journaling cards that are actually on the same paper here. And that is the page number 12 on these Strawberry Shake papers. And I'm thinking about using this color here because I love the yellow, and these rays here because it's a happy day. So I'm going to fussy cut these and adhere these to, add these to the page. And then I'm thinking about using the washi and these cool stickers and adding details, and then a bold title. And I think that's it. So I'm just going to mute myself again, and then you can watch the fast forward video how this page comes together.